Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie and I'm the organic esthetician. I cannot believe it's November already. This year has gone by so fast. What's the great thing about November? Holiday sales. So this month, you're gonna see some of the best deals of the entire year. In my videos this month, I'm teaming up with some of my favorite brands to share their holiday deals. If you're interested in purchasing a device for yourself or someone you love this holiday season, make sure you tune in to find the best deals. In today's video, I've partnered with Nebulyft to not only share their Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Cyber Monday sales, but also to show you my personal results after using their new R2 device for the last month. I recently made a video highlighting their brand new R2 at-home radio frequency device. And in that video, I share their brand new R2. I compare and contrast the R2 to Nebulyft's 3 other at-home radio frequency device options: the R1, the N1, and the R1C. I'll put a link to that video in the show notes down below. I've also done individual videos on the other 3 Nebulyft devices, and I'll include those in the show notes down below as well. So for anyone new to radio frequency sends heat energy into the dermis about 2 to 3 millimeters into that layer where collagen is created. That heat stimulates collagen production, and in creating that collagen elastin, the skin becomes firmer. Radio frequency is a really wonderful modality for addressing laxity in the skin. It helps to increase the firmness of the skin while minimizing the depth of fine lines and wrinkles. Now remember, when it comes to really deep lines on the face, we're gonna need to address the skin and the muscle, and I have videos on how to do that. Now, there are a lot of really great at-home radio frequency devices out there on the market. One of the reasons I personally love the Nebulyft devices is because they're easy to use, the treatments are comfortable, they offer a fairly clean gel that needs to be incorporated when you're using radio frequency, and I personally find that I'm able to see results much faster with the Nebulyft than some of these other devices. I have a video comparing the Nebulyft to some of the top devices, and I'll put that in the show notes down below too, so that you can decide for yourself which radio frequency device is best for you. Nebulyft offers a 28-day money-back guarantee, so it allows you to use your device for a few weeks and see if it's the right fit for you. I really like that. Not everything is great for everyone, and it gives you an opportunity to test it out. Nebulyft conducted a consumer study with a group of individuals using their Nebulyft device over a period of 4 weeks. 94% of users reported a dramatic result. 85% saw an improvement in skin texture. 73% saw visible improvement in more than one area, and 69% saw a reduction in fine lines and wrinkles. One of the things that radio frequency is going to do, in addition to everything that I just said, is that you're going to see an improvement in microcirculation in the skin. That heat is stimulating blood flow, and when there's blood flow, there's oxygen and nutrients. It's one of the reasons why increasing microcirculation in the skin is really beneficial for overall skin health. Kind of in the same way that a workout is really good for you, or sweating in a sauna, you're increasing blood flow to an area. Blood is rich with oxygen and nutrients, and so as the blood flows into the area you're working with your radio frequency device, you're nourishing those cells and tissue. So in doing radio frequency treatments, you're not only going to see an improvement in skin firmness or line depth, you'll probably also see an improvement in overall skin health and hydration. So I've been using the R2 for the last month. A full face Nebulyft treatment takes about 10 minutes. It beeps to let you know to move on to the next section. They suggest doing 4 to 5 sessions per week. I am really busy, especially this month, but kind of just all of the time. So sometimes I find it a little challenging to fit in a full 10-minute treatment in my evening routine. What I did was focus on 2 main areas of concern. So that's underneath my jawline, like underneath here. This is an area where a lot of people have a little extra laxity. Fat and fluid does accumulate underneath the jawline, and so sometimes volume underneath the jaw can be related to those things. That's where something like gua sha could be really helpful. But if you have skin laxity underneath this area, using the Nebulyft could be a really nice option. So I focused underneath the jaw and over the jaw. I get these little pockets kind of near my depressors. I think a lot of people do as we get older. And so I really like focusing on smoothing out this little zone through here. I really focused under the jaw and right here. I have to be honest, 4 to 5 times a week is probably less than I did. I was probably like 3 to 4 times a week. I think a lot of you are busy at home. Not everyone is going to be diligent about doing the full 5 times a week with your Nebulyft. So I think that is helpful to offer realistic before and afters. I also don't have a huge amount of correction. The more you're trying to achieve, the more you're going to have to put into your treatments. If you are someone who is doing something more maintenance or looking for minimal correction, 3 to 4 treatments a week could be beneficial. If you are someone who has a lot of skin laxity and a lot of depth in any fine line and wrinkle area, then you're probably gonna wanna do at least 5 of these treatments every week. So while my results are subtle, I definitely see a shift. And again, that's just with a single month of use. So imagine what 3 months of consistent use would look like. I will say that the Nebulyft devices are something that you need to continue doing. It's not a 3-month intensive and then you're done forever. You're going to have to maintain those results. Once you achieve your results, backing off to maybe 2 treatments a week to then maintain those goals seems reasonable to me. All right, so let's talk about these deals, shall we? So during the month of November, Nebulyft is running 3 separate sales that all essentially offer the same discounts. So they run back to back, which allows you to benefit from these discounts from November 4th, already started, up until November 27th. So you have the whole month to do some research, figure out which device might be best for you, and then pull the trigger, assuming that you're in the market for a radio frequency device. Okay, so let's talk about these sales. The best discount that you're gonna be able to receive is on the R1 radio frequency device, and it's $200 off. Normally it's $499, and it'll now be $299. The R2 that I have just been testing out and just showed you my results from is $100 off. It's normally $549 and it'll be $449, and it includes a free gift of a 5-pack of their facial masks. Their N1 is also $100 off. Normally $799, it'll now be $699, and again, you get a free pack of facial masks. And the R1C is $60 off, regularly $299, now $239, and comes with a free 50 milliliter gel. All of their gels are 30% off. They come in a 50 milliliter and a 200 milliliter size. This is the 200, and I recommend getting the big one if you are going to be diligent about your treatments. When you're doing radio frequency, you use a lot of gel. You need to apply gel onto your device every time you move to the next section. There isn't enough gel on the skin, the heat won't conduct properly. So I always suggest going big. Here you can see the ingredients of the gel and compare them to ingredients in other gels that you've seen on the market. Again, I think this is the cleanest. I get comments from people about their radio frequency gel breaking them out. As you can see, I am breaking out right now, but it is not because of this. I've been really bad about taking my herbs for my acupuncturist this month. I have this really fun thing happening in my late 30s where I get hormonal breakouts again. So thank you, Hero Cosmetics, for these mighty patches. They really help stop the spread of bacteria and kind of minimize the look of how angry this little guy is. So let's focus on this side of my face today. As I mentioned earlier, Nebulyft makes sheet masks, and during their sales, these masks are also 30% off. So as you can see, this treatment is really easy to do. I recommend moving as slow as is comfortable when you're doing these treatments. You don't want to burn yourself. If you hold your device still over one section of the face, there's a higher likelihood of burning yourself. So you do want to be gliding it on the skin, but feel free to glide really slow so that you can get that heat into the dermis. Again, I find these treatments to be very comfortable. The majority of the other radio frequency devices on the market have electrodes that protrude from the top of the device. So especially on areas like the forehead, when the electrodes extend out of the device, it can be a little less comfortable. Not just the forehead, but on any areas where there is less skin or less fat, which again is why I really do like the Nebulyft. Okay, so I like to always give a full list of contraindications in the show notes down below. So if you are considering purchasing a Nebulyft, make sure you look in those notes down below to see if you are contraindicated for using radio frequency. I'll put links to all the videos I mentioned, an outline of all the discounts and prices. I know everyone likes to see prices. I'll put all of that down below. Now I do have a discount code. It's NEBULYFTKATIE. It gives you $50 off any of the devices. Unfortunately, it can't be layered with sale discounts. If you end up wanting to purchase the device but the sale is over, you can still get a discount when you use my code. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about the Nebulyft or radio frequency, leave it in the comments down below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you subscribe. As I said, I have a lot of videos coming your way, so I will be seeing you all very soon. Bye.